Hello, and welcome back to Springwell 360. I'm Dr. Nadine Spring, and today we're diving into the topic of public health policy and advocacy. Students are always asking me, well, Dr. Spring, how do I get involved in public health policy and advocacy? Well, here I'm going to share with you how you can get started. Public health policy shapes the well-being of communities, sets the groundwork for healthier societies, and directly impacts health equity. If you are passionate about public health and want to make a tangible difference, engaging in policy making and advocacy is a pathway you really can't ignore. So, why does public health policy and advocacy matter? Public health policy and advocacy are important because they directly influence the health outcomes of communities, from local neighborhoods to the entire nation. By addressing issues like access to healthcare, disease prevention, and health disparities, effective policies can shape a healthier and more equitable society. So, public health policy can address structural health challenges such as disparities in access to care and preventative services. Policies can promote preventative measures that reduce the burden of disease and healthcare costs. Advocacy efforts can bring marginalized voices to the table, ensuring that policies reflect the needs of diverse communities. To engage effectively in public health policy, it's important to understand how these policies are made. So I'm going to break down the typical policy making process. There is agenda setting. You need to identify a public health issue that needs addressing. Then there's policy formulation. And this is where you're developing possible solutions to address that issue, followed by policy adoption. And this is where policymakers decide which solutions to implement. And next, there's implementation, and that's putting the policy into practice within the communities. And lastly, there's evaluation. You want to assess the impact and make any necessary adjustments. Policy making often involves multiple stakeholders, and this can include government agencies, public health professionals, and community advocates. Knowing the steps helps you to understand where you can best get involved. So now, let's get practical. Here are some actionable ways you can start advocating for change in public health. Consider research and education. Before diving into advocacy, it's really important to understand the issues. Start reading up on current public health policies, identify key players, and look at what's already being done. Staying informed is the first step to making a meaningful impact. Next, you're going to want to join public health organizations or coalitions. Get involved with organizations that focus on the issues you care about. Many of them have advocacy programs that offer resources, training, and opportunities to engage. Advocacy involves reaching out to the people who make decisions. So you're going to want to start attending local government meetings, participate in public hearings, and network with policymakers in your area. You also want to use social media for awareness. So social media is not just there for posting cute pictures. You can use social media to amplify your voice. Use it to raise awareness about public health issues and to rally support. The more people understand the cause, the greater the influence will be. Effective advocacy, it's going to take strategy. Here are some tips to ensure your efforts really make an impact. Know your audience. You're going to want to tailor your message to the people you're trying to reach, whether it's a general public, community leaders, or legislators. Supporting your message with solid data and research is going to help to build credibility, and it strengthens your case for change. You're going to want to be persistent, but yet respectful. Advocacy is often a long-term effort. Be patient, stay professional, and keep showing up for the cause. Keep showing up. And collaborate for a stronger voice. Join forces with others who share your vision. Collective voices can make a more substantial impact on policy decisions. To make your journey into public health policy and advocacy easier, here are some resources that can provide guidance and support. Remember, effective public health policies are often born from passionate individuals, just like you, a student, who can advocate for change. And no matter your background, your voice matters in the world of public health. By educating yourself, engaging with others, and committing to action, you can contribute to policies that create lasting, positive changes in communities everywhere. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who's passionate about public health advocacy. Drop a comment below about the public health issue you are most passionate about. I would love to hear from you.